What's up, all my Ewoks, Tribbles, Droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about this debate that's been going on about the characters Galadriel from the Rings of Power show, and then the character Legolas, the way that he was depicted in the Peter Jackson amazing, incredible Lord of the Rings trilogy. But before we get on to that, guys, my channel is Hardcore Shadow Band here on YouTube, so every single like, share, comment really helps out my channel fighting the YouTube algorithm. And if you guys haven't yet, maybe take a minute, smash the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that that bell is set to all, that way you actually get notifications when I post videos and live streams. Now that's out of the way, let's get on to the topic. All right, everyone, so I have Twitter pulled up, and just to let you know, everything that I show you guys when I do videos will be linked down below in the description of this. If you guys want to see it more clearly or look into it further, I always put everything that I show up on screen down below in the description, so you guys can go and, you know, do your own research and see it for yourself. But so let's take a look at this. Now, I have the Quarterings retweet of this original tweet pulled up, but let me just have this here to highlight. So this is obviously that epic scene in Return of the King where Legolas and Gimli are having their back and forth, and they're like doing their body count, and me and my sisters loved that. Like, we were kids, so we're like, that was so funny. And you know, it's like, that only counts as one. It's such a good scene. But so this dude, Dave Blass, who is production designer, Star Trek Picard, I wouldn't brag about that, my dude. The Boys, Ghost Rider, Amazon Stories, Lock and Key, Preacher, Constantine, Justified, Pitch, Quantico, Longmire, and Rectified. Okay. All right. So he's bitching about this. So let's see what this has to say. This is Legolas, an elf, defying gravity, centrifugal force, and a dozen laws of physics in a film that won Best Picture. Trust me, female elves can do it too. It's called Willing Suspension of Disbelief. Relax and enjoy the beautiful fantasy show. So this is the part that I would insert that clip from, what is that channel called? Red Letter Media, where they're like, just consume product, enjoy, consume product. That's basically what this guy is telling you. He's like, shut up and just enjoy it. Now, here's the thing. Legolas has been fighting and training his entire life. That is why he is as skilled as he is. He's almost 3,000 years old when Return of the King is taking place. So to say that this dude that's been doing this for almost 3,000 years and comparing that to Galadriel. Now, Galadriel, I'm sure she had some kind of combat training, but that's not the thing that's unique about Galadriel. The thing that's unique about Galadriel is that she is so powerful, she doesn't need to wield a sword or to use a bow to, you know, show up and win a fight. She is so fucking powerful with the powers of her mind and the magic that she possesses. And that's why when you go and meet Galadriel in the Fellowship of the Ring, and Boromir is talking about her, and it's like they say that she can get inside your mind to control you. It's like, these are literally dudes that take on Uruk-hai. Like, yeah, Boromir dies, but I mean, Aragorn, Legolas, the hobbits, well, they don't have much, you know, training there, but you're telling me these full-grown men that have been fighting and training for decades, or in Legolas's case for centuries, are, you know, they tremble at the thought of Galadriel. And not because she can go and, you know, kill an elephant and kill all these guys with arrows and swords and stuff like that. It's because she's magical. So the reason that people are up in arms about her in the new Rings of Power show is because it doesn't make sense, one, and two, it diminishes her character. And this is one thing that I always say, because I feel like today, people in Hollywood, access media, they think the only way for a woman to be strong is if she does literally everything a man does. And it's like, no, that's not female empowerment. Copying a man isn't female empowerment. Changing the fundamental aspects of a female character to make her resemble more mannish features or masculine features or male characters, that's seriously insulting. You know, as a woman, I can say that, anyone can say that, but if the man says that, then people like this dude will call them sexist. I'm giving you men that aren't sexist, that, you know, are saying the exact same thing I am. The past, go ahead and use it. It's just bullshit. As a woman, seeing another woman, you know, get into armor and do that, I mean, when it's done right, like with Éowyn, that's fucking awesome. And, Arwen and stuff like that. But with Galadriel, taking this character that was already established as a woman that doesn't need to lift a fucking finger to control the situation and control every single person in the room, that's fucking powerful. That's respectable. That's terrifying. That is the strongest fucking person in the room, and it's a woman. And you have to change that to make her do a bunch of anime flips with a sword and kill a troll single-handedly and, just show that every other elf in the room is fucking competent. Like, I'm sorry, but that takes away from the ethereal nature that is Galadriel, and I personally don't like it. If they would have just shown her walking up and yeah, she's in the armor because she's, they're going on this mission and whatnot. Okay, that I'm like, all right, whatever. But if you show all of the elves going and fighting the ice troll and then she walks in and she looks at it and like uses some kind of weird eye contact and calms it down and, controls it with her mind, that would have been fucking cool. That would have been compelling. That all of these elves that are, fighting and trying to get it, they couldn't get it with the muscle. She controlled it with her mind. Again, fucking empowering. I like how it's okay when it's Professor Xavier, right, in X-Men. It's okay for a man to use the power of his mind to control things because he is disabled, and so he has that magic or that mutation about him that allows him to be as powerful as he is. That's completely okay. But when you have a female character she's not disabled, but when you have a female character that has that kind of power, and you're like, oh, that's not good enough. We have to make her literally exactly like a man. Let's change Professor Xavier into Wolverine. Like, do you guys understand now what I'm saying and how that example, is perfectly amplified here? It's like, no, we're not upset because of, the Legolas and like the comparison there. Well, some people are. I'm upset because you're literally changing the fundamental aspects of the character and you're making it less important. You're diminishing the power that was already established with her. And it would be the exact same thing if they did that to Professor Xavier. If Professor Xavier jumped up out of his wheelchair and started punching people in the face and killing them with swords, a lot of people would be up in arms about that, being like, yo, this is fucked up. That doesn't make fucking sense. But because Galadriel is a woman, they feel like women can't be strong in that way, that the only way for women to be strong is literally to copy men. And it doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's insulting. Like, you want strong female characters? She was one. And doing this to her takes away that, power that she had. The fact that she has to stoop low enough to having to fight with swords when she could literally do it without lifting a finger, that's fucking insulting. And it's bothersome. So yeah, that's why a lot of people are up in arms. So this guy doesn't get it, which, is what it is. So the quartering goes and, talks about this. But one of the things that I thought was interesting, which, you guys can agree or disagree. But okay, so Data Racer followed up with this. And it's like, something just seems kind of weird about a 50-year-old Hollywood art director lecturing Lord of the Rings fans on sexism when his new wife just graduated high school in 2016. Okay, so yeah, here's, guys, and I don't really care about age differences between couples. If you're in love, you're in love. I'm not judging anyone for that. What I do find ironic, though, is that this dude probably identifies as a male feminist, and it literally fits with everything that goes around in Hollywood and in access media. They're always like this. They're always male feminists that have something like weird going on in their personal lives. And so because they have weird shit going on, they project their own inadequacies onto others. So all this told me, maybe they're in love, maybe they're soulmates. You know what? You guys do you, as long as you're not hurting yourselves or each other or anyone else. You know what? If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. I got no judgment there. But I just think that it's funny that this dude like literally fits the male feminist thing, and then he's telling everyone to just don't criticize, don't have opinions on things, just sit back and mindlessly consume content. And you know what's funny about this is, like, it's shown over and over again that Legolas has special abilities. He has the elven abilities, and where, remember when Aragorn's like, what do your elf eyes see? What do you hear? You see Legolas walking up on things that, other humans, like, defying gravity. Legolas does that all the fucking time. He's a fucking elf. And so bringing up, like, characters like Legolas and then comparing it to Galadriel, it's like, you do realize that just because they're the same species, that they have different skill sets. Legolas doesn't have, the powers that Galadriel has. Legolas can't control people with his mind. Galadriel can, though. So trying to turn her into Legolas, it's a huge fucking step down. And I love Legolas. I don't want to say that, it diminishes Legolas as a character. He's a great fucking character. He's just a different type of character. It's the same thing if you're playing a video game. Like, for example, I'm playing Elden Ring right now. My character is like a mage, and I just had to go and fight a boss in, the Volcano Manor, and I couldn't use my magic because it's one of those fights where when you fight the boss, you have to use this special type of sword. So what is the terminology for that? I don't know. I'm new to it. But so I couldn't use my powers. I had to just go in and, fight it with the sword, which is not the way that my character works. That's not the build that I have. So it was kind of difficult for me. Luckily, I had the wonderful chat helping me. But so you see how it doesn't really make sense. It's the exact same thing with Galadriel. She would be, the magical type, and she's very, very strong. Legolas is very, very strong too, but they're different types of character builds, and these people don't get it. All right, well, that was exhausting, but I think I said everything that I need to say. I probably forgot a few things. If I did, please let me know down in the comments below, and I can look into if I should do another follow-up video addressing it. But I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover here. It's just very irritating because seeing how much people are reacting to the Rings of Power, it just shows you. I mean, everyone knew that Tolkien had a huge fucking fan base, and so for them to use that IP and then try to manipulate people into just mindlessly consuming content, it's like, guys, you need to sit back a little bit, do some fucking research, and have a big taste of reality, because what you're doing is making the situation worse. Telling people to mindlessly consume content is absolute bullshit, but that's the cop-out that they, are going for, and that's why this is still trending. I mean, this has been going on for days now, and it's still trending. I don't think that they were really anticipating how hardcore the fan base is. You can't just tell people to mindlessly consume product and sit back and expect Lord of the Rings fans to take it, because it's not going well for them. Obviously, if you guys look into it further, and like I said, the links are down below in the description if you guys want to go check it out and see like more of the comments for yourself. But anyways, everyone, thank you so much for watching this far through. I am going to be covering, Lord of the Rings, or the Rings of Power, as it progresses throughout the season. So stay tuned for that. If you guys like my channel and my content, please take a minute and smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring that bell for notifications. That way, you actually get notifications when I post videos and live streams. And guys, every single like, share, comment really, really helps out my channel and the algorithm. And I really, really appreciate it. So thank you to everyone that's been helping out. I sincerely appreciate it, because my channel is... YouTube doesn't like me very much, because I speak my mind based on the knowledge that I have as being a fan of Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel, DC, since I was a really little kid. So they don't like that, because, they just like, no, blindlessly consume product and just say what we want you to say. And I don't. So they don't like me very much. So thank you to everyone that, comes out and supports me. I really, really do appreciate it. And with that being said, guys, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you so much again for supporting my channel and my content. And if you guys would like to support me further, my cosplay calendar, my gamer edition cosplay calendar, is live still now on Indiegogo for a limited time only. We were very, very successful in the campaign, and we are currently in demand. In demand is only going to be up for a limited time only, so be sure to go check it out before we take this down. And guys, once again, thank you so much for this. If you guys want to go and back back this campaign. The link is down below in the description of this video, and make sure that you guys check it regularly because I do add updates on there and more photos are coming soon. So thank you guys. Also guys, I do have two different Instagram accounts. I have one where I post my artwork, where I do painting streams over on my art channel, and then I re-upload them onto my art Instagram as little time lapses. So if you are interested in art and my painting process, that's the place to go. The link is in the description of this video, as well as my main Star Wars Girl Instagram, and on here I post a lot of my cosplays that were not seen on the actual campaign page. So go check them out if you guys haven't already, and give me a follow. And last but not least, guys, I have a Twitch that I am trying to go. I am at 5.7K followers right now, and I'm trying to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. So if you guys haven't gone and followed me over on Twitch, go and do so now. The link is in the description of this video. I play a lot of games on here like Elden Ring and KOTOR, so go check it out if you haven't already. And that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.